try...
Action.
Okay, I got this wild chromatic thing I've been working on. One thing that's kind of cool about it is, a lot of times, you might think the guitar is sort of weird because it's tuned in fourths, and then you get that major third in there, and you think, what a wrench in the gears. Suddenly, all the patterns you've been working on have to change and everything. But what I try to do is take advantage of that, weird tuning, and some things that you can get. There's chromatic stuff ends up being a lot closer together fingering-wise if you do it 3 notes per string. For instance, if you tried to do 6 chromatic notes like in the lower strings, which is tuned in fourths, you'd have to jump a whole step in fingering position. But if you're dealing with these 2 strings, which are tuned in a major third, you only have to jump a half step. So fingering-wise, a lot easier to do short little chromatic things on those strings. The way I'd use this in a tune or a solo or something, one thing I like to do lick-wise is just this, where I'll ascend. Oops, boy. Help me! That's good.
I mean, I'm not hearing his amp at all.
Is the amp at all?
It's like real low.
From the top, hopefully.
This will be. Okay, stand by, please. This will be take 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action.
Okay, wild and crazy chromatic thing. Kind of the way I'm doing this is starting on the B string. Let's see, how about a B flat, hip horn note, and just going all the way up 3 notes chromatically, using hammer-ons and pull-offs, then descending, and then descending 3 more chromatic notes, but on the G string, starting on A with your 3rd finger. So the whole thing would sound like... And it's hard to pull it off when it's that slow, but that's what I end up doing in the whole lick. And then I ascend, and then go to the next position, a chromatic step up, which would be B. So the next one would sound like... So try that, swing on B. Right, so each time you have to shift like a half step up, position-wise. But you end up getting this real wild and crazy sound and warbly chromatic thing. So try it slow and see what happens. Right. Okay. The thing to work on is the transitions between like ascending and descending. So when you're going, you gotta have that down. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. And just yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to think of other transition points you can work on. Let's see. Actually, just concentrate on what kind of stroke you're doing and do it consistently. It can be just about anything because you don't have to pick real fast because you're doing a lot of hammers and pull-offs. But just make sure that you know what you're doing and that you do it the same every time. So, you know, let's figure out what actually is going on. What's most comfortable? Start with a down. Okay, so there it's all downs, which is fine. That'll work. And like in context with a lick or something, you could do I don't know, like an E blues lick. And just kind of weave it in and out of there for a hip chromatic thing. That sort of thing. What do you think?
What do you think? Take drawing, stand by. Move a little. Okay, stand by, please. And action.
Okay, more zillions of variations on sequences. I got, have you ever done like this kind of thing where it's going, unbelievably cool. Basically just a variation on that. Let's try it a few more times just to get it it's pretty solid. Cool. Then basically do the same thing, but descend and then slide down to the G note, so it'll sound like this. Real cool. Now, one thing to watch here is what kind of stroke you use when you shift. I end up using a downstroke when I hit the G. Okay, so just make a mental note of that. From there, it'll go, let me place it once so I know. Oh boy, but I gotta use the right notes. There we go. So when you get to the G, ascend, go. Right. And then descend. Right, so it'll sound like. Cool. This is like a game of Simon or something. You know? Remember the notes, and then at the very end, it'll slide down one more time with your first finger to C. That's pretty much the whole sequence. Right there, you start the same kind of thing, but it's in a different spot in the scale. It'll be starting on C, so you do like. Each on the same pattern, but based on a different set of notes. And then up to tempo, you got something like.
What the hell is that?
That was some.
Okay, stand by. Remember, you're picking it up from, yeah, you know where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, and action.
So up to tempo, when you stick them all together, it's something like this. Let me see if we can get through this. Take three. So all these together, when you play them up to tempo, after a zillion years of metronome, and something like this. G string.
Okay, keep going.
You like it. Been working on that shit. Okay.
Look at it when you start this
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
Make sure you're looking up at it.
Okay, so when you put these all together and attempt to play it up to tempo, it's something like this. A little weird stuff at the end there, but that's the idea.
So what we do now?
Okay.
Okay.
Anytime you're ready.
I just hope I remember what pickup I used. Okay, so have you ever seen this lick before? It's something like, it's based off this pattern.
You don't
Oh. The second one where
Stand
you...
by, and action.
Okay, so the second one where you shift down. And you got to make sure that you get a downstroke. When you shift.
Okay, now stroke, and action.
Okay, so when you shift down with your left hand, make sure you hit that with a downstroke. Something like that.
Beautiful. Do it that way.
So when you get down to that G, just go up 2 notes, and then descend. So it's like, when you put that together with the first leg. And then at the end, you add on a C note by sliding down.
Okay, you ready to blast the blister the whole thing out?
There's one more thing though.
What?
Same thing, but based off different notes in the scale, so it would sound like. Etc. And when you put those all together and play them up to tempo, it's something like this.
Is that what you did?
Now, what?